What's going on, everyone? It's your boy, William A. Thomas, one of the hosts of TNJ Radio. Back at it again with a quick sip of TNJ for you. Before we actually get started and talking about it, be sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe because you don't want to miss any future videos. So let's get on into it. One of the big talks has been Steph and Aisha. No, I'm just playing. No, it's actually been Dell and Sonya Curry. The sports world was shocked at the announcement of filing a divorce by Dell and Sonya Curry. Let's get into the details. Now, you know how a lot of these high profile divorces usually start off? Usually it's said that we had irreconcilable differences, or we couldn't get along, or we talked and we just thought that going separate paths was the best thing. Because initially, you always think when you're high profile, the thought is that, man, we're going to just take the high road. We're going to just go our separate ways. But somewhere along the line in the court filings, that's where you have to tell the truth. And in the court filings, it's usually public record and it initially comes out. So no matter what you're saying in the media, it doesn't really matter because the court filings will eventually come out. And this thing is starting to get messy. In the court filings, it said that Dell Curry had cheated on Sonya numerous times during the course of their marriage. And Dell said, wait. Let me set the record straight. Now, real quick, I don't deny that that's a possibility. In fact, it's most likely a probability. But what does not get mentioned whenever you make allegations is a lot of times the things that you may have done. And that's what Sonya's guilty of. She didn't mention that she has her own things going on. So from what Dell Curry is saying, Sonya had began an extramarital affair with Steven Johnson, formerly of the New England Patriots. They also, all three of them, they went to school together at Virginia Tech. Go Hokies. This affair, they only say that it's been going on prior to the date of their separation, which they did a trial separation last year. So it's been a little bit over a year in the midst of COVID, of all things. And I'll say this, that's probably been one of the breaking points for a lot of people in the midst of that COVID situation. Some people have been forced to stay together in situations where they normally wouldn't be together. Maybe the guy in situations usually goes to his side chick. The woman might be over there with her side dude or her zaddy. Is that what they call him? Zaddy? But whatever the case, I think that the COVID thing has been the cause, or it's been the revealer of a lot of abuses that have been going on, a lot of issues. And I bet the divorce rate has probably went up pretty high, domestic violence, all those sorts of things. But let's get back to the Currys, okay? Because the Currys, when they came on the scene, you see Steph Curry, he's over there lighting it up, three-pointer. He's lighting it up half court. He's lighting it up behind half court. And you always saw this family. You always saw Dell and Sonya, and you always saw them representing and cheering on their son. And then eventually when Seth made it to the league, you would see them having support for both brothers. You would see them having specially made clothing that had both teams that they played for on what they were wearing. So a lot of America had grown to love the ideal of this family. But everyone doesn't know what goes on behind the scenes with any family. Like we said, there's always the possibility that Dell had been cheating in numerous situations, and we don't know why a man goes and cheats. There's also the situation right now where it's alleged that Sonya has not only been cheating, but she's currently living with a man right now. That's Stephen Johnson we mentioned earlier. She's living with him not right now. And the thing of it all, okay, if you go your separate ways, if you go and get a divorce, that's one thing. But whenever the money comes involved, that's when there are different challenges. Now, Dell and Sonya, they both have different ventures going on in their own respect. Currently, Sonya is the administrator of a Montessori school. So she's in a pretty good place. You know, she's a businesswoman. She's getting a pretty nice salary. And I believe that according to marriedbiography.com, Sonya Curry's current net worth is $6 million. Dell's net worth is $8 million. So both of them aren't doing too bad. But there's a question, or there's the request more so, of alimony. And Dell's not the one requesting it. In fact, I think that the alimony part is the only reason that Dell ended up mentioning what's going on her end. Because a lot of times as a man, if you got cheated on, and especially if you were doing some cheating also, you're like, hey, we'll keep it all under the rug, we'll move on, and so on. Most men aren't going to put something like that out there into the media. But now, Sonya's going for the bag. She's going for an additional paycheck. She's going for alimony. And the fair thing, I'm not an attorney, and I don't know the laws regarding North Carolina, but I would think that, hey, if she's cheating, she just needs to go her separate way and continue to make whatever money she's making right now and go on. There's no need for alimony because they're both in the wrong. I'm pretty sure that if none of this had came out, okay, let's say that everything went and Dell was the one who filed the divorce first, okay? I am pretty sure that Dell Curry would never be asking for alimony. That is so rare for a man to actually do that. Alimony, I think that there's a reason for it, but this situation doesn't fit. They're both working, they're both making money, and they both getting a business on the side. If anything, Sonya, if she wants extra money, why don't she ask Zaddy that she's living with? If you're over there cheating with the man, then the man should be willing to give you a couple of bucks or two to be able to help you through the lonely days and lonely nights. Let's talk about Stephen Johnson. What kind of man who has taken a woman into their home, who has long-term plans to be in a relationship with her, to love her and support her, wants another man to be supporting your woman anyway? Stephen Johnson, you need to stand up. Now, we know what this is. This is a situation of Stephen Johnson. He's the successful developer. He happens to be white. Sonya is a pretty woman. So right now, he's just walking away with the trophy. Plus, they probably have relationship ties for years. I don't know if it's sexual in nature, but they probably had that so-called opposite sex friends thing going on and extramarital affairs. See, for Sonya, this isn't really just about the money. See, a lot of times someone can end up leaving a situation. They can be just fine, but they could be hurt. And you probably heard the saying, hurt people hurt people. With that, that's your sip of T&J, and have a great day.